Omarion Hampton just had his preseason debut for the LA Chargers. Let's break down in all 22 film exactly how it went for him. First play, starting it off with a run off the right side of the line of scrimmage. Let's break down exactly what happens here, starting with this tight end going in motion to loop around and block the backside of the play, along with our right guard is going to be pulling and going to be blocking as well behind him. What this does is it occupies this linebacker here and the other linebacker right next to him. These guys are going to watch the two linemen and the tight end and follow them into these gaps on the right side of our screen. And this is actually a misdirection, as our run is going to go to the offense's right, our left. And we are going to be effectively getting rid of those linebackers. Now, let's talk about what the blocking scheme actually is. The goal of this play is to get our two blockers here. I've marked them 1 and 2. 1 is a tight end, 2 is our right tackle. And we have them matched up against 1, 2, and then 3 defenders right here. The idea is we want to be able to have our two offensive linemen, tight end basically an offensive lineman on this play. We want this guy to block down here, the tight end to block down here, and then Omarion Hampton, the goal is he is going to get a one-on-one with this defensive back, and we would expect a big, strong first-round pick of a running back to be able to run through a tackle here. And before I show off the play again, Omarion Hampton does successfully run through the tackle of number 9, but what we're going to see on the real play is the right tackle is not going to be able to maintain his block on that last down defensive lineman, and it's what is going to blow up the play. If this doesn't happen, Omarion Hampton is just up against safeties on this play and might even take it all the way to the end zone. So he runs to the line, runs to the right side, breaks that tackle, but then runs into the guys that were not blocked by the right tackle. Now, this next play was his best run of the day, and we are going to break down exactly what happens here. Starting with our center is going to get a heads-up block on the guy right across from him, and then we will be pulling our left guard to the right side of the line of scrimmage, and then we're just going to have these two offensive linemen block down. And then an important part of the play, not to forget, is Trey Lance is going to run out of the play. He's going to run out of the right side of the screen, the left side of the offense. What he does is he effectively is sealing off the backside without actually blocking the guy. Not pictured here, there is a defensive back off to the right side of the screen that we can't see, and he's looking at Trey Lance and confirming that Trey Lance does not have the football and isn't pulling it. This is why you want athletic quarterbacks, because they make guys have to think, and they can't just all commit on Omarion Hampton. Usually an offense here would have to take this left tackle and he would have to make sure he seals the backside, but because that backside defender has to watch Trey Lance, the Chargers are effectively able to not even block that guy, and Trey Lance just gets rid of him. The next part of what's happening on this play, there is another off-screen defensive player who is going to be a linebacker number 15. The guy who fumbled the opening kickoff is going to make another mistake here. His responsibility is to come off the screen to the left and make sure he seals the edge and make sure that Omarion Hampton is not able to get outside of him. But the problem is Omarion Hampton is able to run right through his tackle, and that's why Omarion Hampton is able to break into the secondary here to make a bigger play. Now, if we look at their final play here, this is what we're going to go ahead and call the Rock Ya-Sin incident, because this really is an incident. This should have been an easy touchdown for Omarion Hampton. Shocked that he was not able to take this to the end zone. Let's break down exactly what's happening here. Our left tackle and our left guard will be slanting to the inside and joining our center and our right guard all in the middle of the field. And what this is going to do is pretty much like that first play we watched, the defensive players are going to follow where the offensive linemen are going, and they think that this is where the ball is going to be ran, and they just clog the middle of the field. But we know this is actually a read option for Trey Lance and Omarion Hampton, and they're not even going up the middle of the field. They are taking it to the outside. Trey Lance, you see him looking to his left, our right. He is reading a defensive back outside of the screen here where I'm starting his arrow. That defensive back is looking back at Trey Lance. Trey Lance reads him, hands Omarion Hampton the football when he sees the defensive back commit too far to the inside, and Omarion Hampton needs to make that tackle. I have no idea how, or he needs to break that tackle. No idea how Omarion Hampton is not able to get away from a cornerback, but hopefully he does better in the next preseason game. Usually rookie running backs are not even playing in the Hall of Fame game. So I'm happy for the reps that we were able to see out of Omarion Hampton, and I am expecting much better from this guy in the future. But that's what I got for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and thank you for watching.